Hey friends, welcome to the second and final video about the Yamaha's PSR-8000 from the late 90s. This time we're going to go through some of its more detailed features.
Now the 8000 isn't the most user-friendly of machines, but generally you access things from the main screen using the side button, and you change the values using these sliders underneath. Now let's synthesize a voice. First of all, it offers an easy edit and a full edit option. Let's go the full edit. And of course piano is our default sound. But I have an idea for a sharp sawtooth voice followed by a descending wispy sort of a tail. So I'll go through the sounds at the bottom left there and choose my first layer. Okay, that's a good start. So as you can see, we've got categories and voices within each category, and there's also waveform variations. Yep, I think that's the one I want. I'll just stop here and tell you that at any time you can compare with the original sound. In this case, piano. So that shows us how far we've come with our sounds so far. This is a two-layered idea though, the sharp sawtooth followed by the tail, so we'll go to layer number 2, which happens to also be a piano sound. And we just repeat the process looking for a suitable second layer. I'll be going straight to the pad sounds for this one. And there are quite a few nice familiar titles from Yamaha's XG sound set here. Yes, I think that's what I'm looking for. Okay, so now that we've got our two basic layers, you can see that we've got a series of tabs across the top here, and you can move through those to change the other aspects of the sound. First of all, I'd like to increase the decay of that second layer. And just jumping through a few screens here. As I said, I want it to descend, so here's the pitch screen. Too fast. Getting better. Okay, so we're getting closer. I just need a few more envelope changes. Sometimes these values that you can edit are a little bit counterintuitive. Less can often mean more. I'll just cut across to the filter page to thin this sound out a little bit. And now back to the amplitude page just to increase its attack time. Okay, now we're getting closer to that transition from initial sawtooth to a soft descending wave. I think all we need now is some effects. The effects section is extensive and pretty wonderful. So that's basically done. Let's name this patch and go ahead and store it as custom voice number 1. And here it is. Okay, so that's sounding good. I did mention before that there's a quick edit page as well. So just choosing another sound from the preset list, let's take a quick look at that. Quick edit is actually much more enjoyable because it gives you instant access to filters. And these vibrato options are really good for synthesis as well. Okay, that's enough synthing for now. Let's take a look at some rhythms and the style creator. Let's take a look at this really nice Grace Jones style beat. Muting sounds in and out is really easy using the sliders. And we can change the sound of any of the tracks. And this is just the very beginning with the Groove Creator. You can go ahead and compose an entire song. Now let's take a look at sampling, which is an absolute joy on the PSR-8000. You simply go to the sampling page, press start, and it'll wait for the trigger signal. Stop there, and we've got our sample. It's as easy as that. Now let's see what we can do with it. One touch reversing. Changing the start and finish times. Very handy for beat making. And I really like the normalize function. It seems to polish the sample and bring it right up to maximum volume. Just takes a little moment to process, and that's done. So like with our synth sound, we can name and save our samples. Note though that when you save to disk, it's painfully slow. So the disk drive starts to do its thing, and this is the speed multiplied 5 times. A great reason to install a hard drive into your PSR-8000. Saving it as a custom voice is much easier and faster. And now that it's saved as a custom voice, we can go ahead and edit that just like any other sound. Add some effects. Very nice. And the mic socket isn't just for sampling, you can also use it for live performance. We can add some reverb and chorus, and we have access to the same great range of effects. Modulation effects, distortion and overdrive, phaser, always a big favourite of mine, and of course delay. And it's a nice touch that you don't have to go into the edit screen to quickly alter these on the fly. And of course if it's off, nothing is applied at all. Looking at the back panel now, we've got comprehensive audio in-out options. It just predates USB, so we've got the old host control socket. Still usable today, but perhaps not as usable as MIDI in, out and through. That's brilliant. And finally, sockets for no less than 3 control pedals.
Thanks for watching, everyone. I have to say, I'll be sad to see this one leave the GearFacts studios, but that's the way it goes. Thanks for watching GearFacts. Please like, comment, or subscribe, and in particular, share this with anybody who you think might be interested in this classic keyboard. Have a good one.